This video is sponsored by Card Kingdom. If you click on the link in the description below, it'll take you to their store and they'll know I sent you there. Alright, so before we jump into a Kaldheim draft, I want to remind everyone that my content is sponsored by Card Kingdom. You can visit their store by clicking on the link in the description below on Twitch, or the logo below, other way around. Logo below on Twitch, link in the description below on YouTube. It'll use my referral link, so it helps me out. So check them out. Buy some Kaldheim or other Magic products. Okay. So we've got an interesting pick here, I think. So the best cards in this pack, the three that I would first pick relatively frequently in the format, are Behold the Multiverse, Cosmos Charger, and Narfi. You know, most of these legendary signposts are so good that you first pick them over a lot of cards in the set. Like, I would take Narfi over Behold the Multiverse, I think. And Behold the Multiverse is Blue's second best common, probably, and one of the 5 best commons in the set, I would think. But I don't think I want to take Narfi. You know, he does take significant work. If the snow deck just isn't open, which, you know, the secret is out about the snow deck at this point, so that can really happen, he's not that impressive. You have to be able to bring him back to really get all the value out of him. Whereas Cosmos Charger works in any deck. It's got great stats. It has Foretell upside. But, yeah, so that is what we're going to take there. So, you know, here's Path to the World Tree, which is great if you can make like a 5-color snow type deck work. And we might want to. I'm definitely thinking about it. It's probably the pick here. You know, there's no like great cards in this pack. You know, Priest is good in a deck that really gets there on snow. Squash is a good removal spell. Yeah, I mean, the Temur colored lands are first pickable too, but I think they're kind of a tier below the cards that we were just looking at. But yeah. I think I'm going to take the Path, and we'll see what happens. It has crazy upside. You know, gives you fixing. I think I like it a little more than this pack, which is mostly like medium, or requires significant work to really make them work. So let's take the Path, see what happens there. See if we can go down that path. Well, okay. So we really want something like Shimmerdrift Veil in our deck, because we're a Path deck. But there's another Path here. So it's like, I'm kind of leaning towards taking the other Path and trying as hard as we can to be like a 3-4 color deck. Now, the awkward thing is that's a snow deck, and we may have passed some snow stuff, so this could seriously train wreck potentially. So we need to be aware that we may need to, you know, get out of this deck if things aren't going the way we need them to. So I think we grab Path here over Shimmerdrift Veil, but we do want like a million Shimmerdrift Veils, ideally. So that would be cool. All right, well, we're going to be a little less wacky here, I think. There's not anything that wacky in this pack. Gold Vein Pick has been a nice overperformer overall, especially in aggro decks. But I think we probably take Frostbite over Snow-Covered Forest. I mean, gosh, it's hard. Green, the thing is, if this weren't a forest, I think I'd be more likely to take it, because green probably won't be a color we struggle to get, because we're probably going to be base green. And it is snow-covered, but, you know, I think I want Frostbite a little more removal. You know, okay. Well, here I think we probably take a Glittering Frost. It sets up the Path deck. It gives us snow stuff, and that's really good. Depart the Realm and Pilfering Hawk are both okay. You know, I like Root of Mortality and the Shadow's all right. But Glittering Frost is what we want. Okay, well, even if we don't end up in a 5-color snow deck, I think the fact that Boreal Outrider is still here is a good sign, because it's a very powerful snow payoff. And it's definitely what we take. Like, you know, maybe we end up just being green-blue snow or something silly like that. But, yeah, we'll take the Outrider. All right, well, here I think we take a snow-covered mountain. I don't think this one's that... I don't think there's much else in this pack. So this does add mana of any color, and if we were really struggling to get there, maybe we will be later, we might play one or two. And it has kind of overperformed. It's not quite as bad as the previous version of this card we've seen, which we saw in like Shadows over Innistrad, which was the exact same card without reach. But this format is so about mana that generally it's a little bit better here. But yeah, I don't love it. Okay, so, you know, Priest would be great in a deck that really goes crazy on snow mana. And that is kind of a place we could end up. But I'm not that confident we will, you know, at this point. Kind of leaning towards Run Amok. It's kind of like the card that makes aggro decks work in this format. I think I'm going to speculate on it here. If we end up like a red-green aggro deck or even a blue-red deck, Run Amok is going to be good. Okay, so I'll probably just take Masked Vandal here. I like having one of these in all my green decks. Depart the Realm is fine, but, you know, there's enough problem artifacts and enchantments that you always want one Masked Vandal around overall. Okay, so right now we don't have the best snow mana in the world, but I think we take Icehide Troll and see where the snow takes us. So, you know, I don't really like playing Broken Wings and Masked Vandal, and I'd rather have the Vandal, generally speaking. That said, there's not really anything else here. I think I'll take the Broken Wings. I mean, the Draugr Recruiter's okay. I guess I'll just take it. Okay, so another trick. You know, if we're going to be a red-green aggro deck, I'll take another trick for sure. You know, the Yeti's okay, but yeah, not incredible or anything. Okay, well, take a Skull Raid here. Black may be the most open color. And we did pick up decent black cards. Man, I've been getting a lot of Cosmos Elixir. My god, a third Path to the World Tree. Yeah, I like the Priest too, but it's dangerous to take it before you already have like a decent amount of snow mana, in my experience. I mean, you know, it depends what else is in the pack. It's worth speculating on for sure before you have the snow mana, but not if there's, like, better cards around. So, Cosmos Elixir is great. I'm a little worried this deck's going to train wreck based on how it's going so far. I'm afraid to get a third Path to the World Tree because as of right now, we're not doing a great job with Path. Now, maybe Glittering Frost should just be the pick here because of our 2 paths to the World Tree. But I just can't do it. Cosmos Elixir is really good. It'll slide into literally any deck we play. And it can even make a train wreck deck win some games. So I think I'm going to take it there. Okay. So I'm feeling more and more like we're moving into a less... snowy deck. I mean... Could take Snow-Covered Island, but there's also a Sorulf's Packmate here. Like, what am I supposed to do? Arnie Slays the Troll is pretty good too, but I honestly think Sorulf's Packmate is better on average. Arnie Slays the Troll is good, but Packmate is kind of an absurd common. And I think it's what we're going to take here. Over, I think the only other, you know, it's either Arnie Slays the Troll or Snow-Covered Island. You know, Mistwalker and Bind are both fine. Saw It Coming is too, but... If we really were trying to be Path to the World Tree, that's probably where we would go. Okay. Well, you know, the Packmate also fits into our deck if we are a snow deck. I think this draft is really pulling me in multiple directions, which might not be good. But I think we take Replicating Ring here. I like Frost, I like the Swamp, but I do actually like Replicating Ring better than those. It's amazing how often making its copies actually matters. Like, if you just have an Icehide Troll in play, or any other snow payoff, it's kind of silly. So let's take the Replicating Ring there. Okay, alright. So we've got a 2-color snow duel here, along with another Glittering Frost. I think I'm going to take the Snow Duel. I feel like it's more likely we see more Glittering Frost than it is Snow Duels. So, yeah, we'll take the Snow Duel here. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, and I think that's what we'll take here. All right, now I feel like we're going full-on Path to the World Tree deck. Yeah, so we'll take Snow-Covered Forest here. The thing is, we don't actually have... We have some good snow payoffs, but we don't have a ton. Mostly, our deck is a path deck. But doing snow is what gives you the best mana, so that's kind of why we're doing it. Even if we don't get that many actual snow payoffs, I think it's probably worth it. And yeah, Meowmix, I mean, maybe the reason people pass it is because I underrated it so significantly in my set review. You could be right. Okay, you know, well, this is fixing. It's not the most exciting fixing I've ever seen. These are 3 pretty good white aggro cards, so, you know, like our run amok plan might not have been the worst. Good red aggro card, too. I mean, we're probably going to need 2 drops in this deck, so I think I'll take the cavalry here. Yeah, none of our black cards are that much worth keeping. What we really need to do, now that our mana is much better, is open up some bombs that we can just play without any effort. So I'll probably take Bound in Gold here. We've got the white fixing to make it work already. So, you know, it's not a bomb, but we can start taking cards in almost any color. As long as they have 1, you know, colored mana symbol, we can make it work. Okay, well, here's another Glittering Frost, which I think we want. All right, so let's open up. Let's open up or get past some, like, amazing bombs here, you know, in the 3rd pack. So we'll take Bind, I think. Yeah, it's a removal spell. I might splash it. Seize the Spoils gives us fixing, but like I said, it's not the best fixing in the world. All right, so do I want yet another Glittering Frost? Glittering Frost number 3. I mean, that will really solidify our mana and our snow mana. Provoke the Trolls is pretty solid, but I think I'm going to go for another Glittering Frost here. What we need now is that 2-mana 2/2 elf to really go crazy, but, you know. So we've only got, you know, 4 snowlands at this point, and so that doesn't look like we're that snowy, but we also have 3 Glittering Frosts and a Replicating Ring. So we're in kind of okay shape here. So we're not going to be a run amok deck, I don't think. I don't think I know that much. Lindworm would be nice, but I've played a Grizzled Outrider as a replacement a couple times, and it's been kind of okay. You know. Oh, okay. Well, we can make this work, I think. So Blood on... We've seen 4 Path to the World trees. It's crazy. I don't know that you would really... Do you really want 4, even in a deck with, like, amazing fixing? I'm not sure. But we definitely want Blood on the Snow. It's a crazy snow payoff. It's a board sweeper. We can make the mana work already between Sulphurous Mire and our, you know, non-land fixing cards. Cards that aren't lands that fix for us. So we definitely take Blood on the Snow. It's going to be like, you know, we blow up the whole board and then we get back like a 3/3 from our graveyard. And that's pretty darn good. So it's what we take here. Well, okay, so the Bears of Litiara is quite good. There's also a Sulphurous Mire, which would make our mana even better for Blood on the Snow. And there's also a Frostbite, but I think we're really looking at Bears and Sulphurous Mire here most of all. I mean, I kind of feel like we're in Sulphurous Mire territory. I think that's what we take. As good as Bears of Litiara is, our deck is really being geared around Path and then playing as much snow fixing as we can. And I think that's what we take here. Ooh. Okay. Well, here I think we take an Icebind Pillar. It's a great snow payoff, good one to splash, etc. So yeah, it's what we do here for sure, is take the Pillar. Rootless Youth's not bad, but we don't have anything to get back anyway, and I think I would take Icebind Pillar over it in this deck. Even if, like, let's say we had a Lindworm, I think I'd probably still take Icebind Pillar, so. Ooh, Waking the Trolls. That's a card that's been better than I expected. And yet another Path. Man, these packs have been kind of... There's been so many riches in them that it's been hard. Because we've got a Shimmerdrift Veil here, too, which is excellent fixing. Plus Path, plus Waking the Trolls. Oh, man. So I've seen Waking the Trolls work most of the time. I have seen it be a dud a time or two. It can be pretty bad. Oh boy. I'm taking Waking the Trolls. I think it has a high enough ceiling. We kind of need a powerful win condition, and it can be one. And our mana is already pretty good. I would love a Shimmerdrift Veil. I would love a lot of cards in that pack, but what are you going to do? Are we interested in a second Masked Vandal? Yeah, I don't really want either of those. I mean, we can kind of make them work, but I think we probably do take another Vandal here. Okay, there's another Glittering Frost, but also a Snow-Covered Swamp. I think I just grabbed that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Snow-Covered Island. I think so. Yara Glade Warden's good, but I think we go for the Snow Island. I do wish we had more snow payoffs. Oh, good. We do get a Lindworm. I like that. Yep, Snow Mountain. You know, we turned out to be a deck that got enough Snowlands to play those witches and stuff. It's a little frustrating. It is a little frustrating when you get more snow payoffs, but we do have some pretty darn powerful ones, the ones we do have. So I can't complain too much. And we've also got a deck that can use Path. It would be cool if one of those would wheel. Hey, more fixing, sure. So, yeah. We don't have the best early game in the world. But we'll make it work. We don't have any sagas. Well, we have Waking the Trolls, but that's probably... It's so expensive and late gamey that I don't think we want it. But what else am I going to take here? Yeah, Scald it is. This is the best draft you've ever seen, Lana or Elk. I feel like maybe you're being sarcastic, because I feel like I definitely... I mean, in hindsight, just going hard on Snow the whole draft would have given us an insane deck. Obviously, because we had some opportunities to do it. We could have gotten 4 paths to the World Tree as well, which kind of tempting, and maybe I should have done it. I don't know. It's hard to say, because a card like that is so good when you get it going, but so bad when you can't. But I mean, I think we ended up with a pretty good deck overall. I think I'm happy with it. You know, again, the only complaint I have is I wish I had more snow payoffs, because we have all the snow mana that's ever existed. So, you know, that's pretty good, you know, having all the snow mana that ever existed. Thank you for the follow. Great Deku stick. Yeah, so I think we're kind of a red-green base deck. I mean, if we have to pick a base. I don't know. Blue's kind of equal. I don't think we need to play the Outrider in this deck anymore, so that's probably where a 1-cut is. I could consider cutting Cavalry. It's not going to be something we can actually play early very consistently, and that's kind of annoying. We also don't have a ton of removal, by the way. So I don't know that this is the best draft deck ever. We definitely got some cool pieces. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, I did have a Coma deck with like 4 pack mates. That deck was pretty crazy. Okay. Yeah, this is probably our deck. So in terms of making the mana for a deck like this, it's kind of tricky and hard to talk about straight up. But because we have so much fixing between Path of the World Tree, Replicating Ring, Glittering Frost, and the like, we have so much fixing that we basically do want to be running like one land that we can search for every color, which because of Path and like Horizon Seeker. So, there's that. But then, you also have to look at, green is our base color, so we definitely need more green sources, and 7's probably not enough. I probably need to find something else, something to cut so I can at least go to 8 forests. But other than that, I mean, I think our mana's kind of where we want it. I don't know if I want Mammoth Growth, actually. Ooh. Yeah, we don't want Mammoth Growth in our 9 creature deck. Maybe we just want Mists of Litiara, as underwhelming as it is. I feel like it's better to have in this deck. We could even consider Dreadrider, I guess. But I think we have enough late game without it. Yeah, but maybe we want to put back in, like, Grizzled Outrider or Mists. Yeah. We could probably use a Mists. We need to make a game go long. It's really mediocre, but if we can make games go long, I think we win. And if we get run over early, we don't. So, anyhow, what do I want to cut here? Do I lose a snow-covered mountain because I have 2 alpine mountains? Yeah, that's where we go, I think. Now, you know, we do kind of want to be able to play Frostbite early, but... And same for Axguard Cavalry, but they both do stuff late, too. That doesn't hurt my feelings too much. But I don't want to cut a snow-covered mountain, is the thing. So this mana base is being a little bit of a struggle. We also don't have that many blue sources. We've only got 3, which I think is enough, but we can't really cut an island. Maybe we cut a plains, I guess. The problem with doing that is we only have 1 searchable white source. But with Glittering Frosts and everything, we can probably get away with cutting a plains and putting in 1 more forest. I think that's where we are. Because the only white card we have is Bound in Gold. Path wants white cards, but, white mana. But we'll have it elsewhere, I think. And we do need more green, because green is like the glue that holds our deck together. So, but I also didn't want to cut a snowland, because we need to hold on to as many snowlands in general. All right, I think this will be our deck. It looks like fun. Like I said, you know, we have powerful snow payoffs, like Blood on the Snow especially, and Boreal Outrider, and to a lesser extent, Ice High Troll. But we didn't actually really get there on snow. We're mostly a path deck, and maybe we should have just taken 4, you know? Maybe we should have just taken 4. It's interesting, that's for sure. The 4 path deck would have been pretty wacky, at least. The problem is, like, we saw the first 2 and took them pretty aggressively, but then it sort of felt like we weren't going to get there, and so I sort of, you know, swerved away from taking them. And then we saw one really late, but I think I took Blood on the Snow over it, and I think that was probably right. But we did see 4 in the draft. Wacky. Yeah, this deck definitely, we could get run over with our 4 3-mana cards that don't do anything except fix our mana. So maybe the Mists was the right call to sort of help us get there. Okay. All right, this is a good hand. I mean, Cosmos Elixir will help us, too, against aggro decks. And everybody, really. So, yeah, we keep this. Pretty good opening hand, I'd say. Do we just want to play Masked Vandal early here? I don't really see a reason to do it. You know, we're not going to win the game off an early Masked Vandal, generally speaking. If they were being aggressive, I would have played it. But since they didn't, like, drop a 1-drop I need to be worried about, like the 1 mana 2/1 or something, I think we hold on to the Vandal and see if he gets any targets later. Okay. Well, that looks pretty good. Too bad I don't have snow mana for anything but red and white cards right now. But still, I think we play Boreal Outrider. So the fact we're still at 20 is good news for our Cosmos Elixir. Oh, we do have this too, which is a snow payoff. I left that out of my list. Okay, right now we're not especially close to the mana for Blood on the Snow, but If we get our elixir in play, it probably won't be that hard to get there. I think we play the elixir here rather than the pillar. Yeah. And just end our turn. So we've got blue, red, green, white already. Hey! I need to have a creature die so I can masked vandal that stupid thing. Okay, that'll work. I can't let them keep theirs in play or we're gonna lose. So, or have a better chance of losing, that is. Okay. That's a good draw. So I think we go Glittering Frost. Stick it on this Snow Forest. And then we do this. Play Masked Vandal. Get rid of their elixir. And we get to draw a card off of ours. And we can play a Lindworm next turn or a Blood on the Snow. Feeling pretty good here. This is an interesting color combination for double spell shenanigans. So, I think I probably just play my Lindworm here. How much snow mana do we have right now? We have 2, 3, 4. So, if we Blood on the Snow at some point, yeah, we'll be able to get back some significant things, like, you know, something. Alright, so let's play our Lindworm here. And end our turn. Draw a card. Let's make them deal with our Lindworm, you know. Oh! That's okay, though. We've drawn 2 cards off of it. So we definitely come out with the advantage there, I'd say. Okay. In that case, I guess it's Icebind Pillar time. So I'm going to hold on to this Cavalry for now, because we may just be Blood on the Snowing here. So, yeah. Getting Lindworm back is looking like a real possibility, because we're at 1, 2, 4, yeah. So next turn we could actually Blood on the Snow, nuke their whole board, and get back Lindworm, if our Lindworm's still alive. Yeah, I think that's the plan. No reason to play the Cavalry if that's our plan, so... We don't just want to throw this little guy out there to get, you know, his blood on the snow. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and tap down, I guess, the Berserker here. Do I need a second black? Oh yeah, you're right, I do. That's sad. Sometimes I forget how this card works, obviously. Okay. Well, interesting. I can kind of attack here with my Lindworm and then just leave up a bunch of snow for my Troll. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do here. I mean, they can block it and whatnot, but I think this is good. Good chance they just take it, but yeah, works for me. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, play Troll here. End our turn. No, you're right, X Factor. Sometimes I think this makes this land add whatever, and then it adds whatever, but it's not how it works, clearly, so. Come on, black mana. So, yeah, we're gonna tap down. What are we gonna tap down? I guess the Berserker. Okay, Frostbite's definitely doing 3 right now. Alright, so let's attack with our Lindworm again. If they try to set up a block here that's more advantageous, I can use Frostbite. I think that's probably what I'll do. Yeah. And yeah, we're just gonna end our turn. I mean, right now, maybe we're just gonna win this game with big creatures. That'd be cool. But yeah. Ugh. Kind of a problem. Although, you know, less of one in a world where you have an Icebind Pillar. If I had the mana to make this indestructible and get back my Lindworm with blood on the snow, how great would that feel? Okay. That's pretty gross. So, yeah, that'll kill my Lindworm and trigger both of those cards. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and use Icebind Pillar on the Bloodsky Berserker. Come on, other black mana. Or Path to the World Tree. I'd take a Path to the World Tree right about now. You're not black mana. Am I getting to a place where I have to play this Icehide Troll? I didn't do it on the flyer because I think in the long run, this Bloodsky Berserker will be able to attack us every single turn. I guess that's true. Jumping is a thing. Yeah, I mean, Menace is the problem. Yeah, I mean, if they double spell, I won't be able to block it very effectively. But if they don't, you're right. I could have just sort of blocked it indefinitely. So, kind of think we need to play our Cavalry here. I can live with that. And it'll end our turn. We're just crossing our fingers to draw additional black mana, basically. So we were in really great shape, but our opponent has managed to assemble quite the imposing board. And we can still get out of this. We have plenty of time. We do kind of need, you know, snow mana, but other than that. So I think we'll tap down. This does have trample, but I think we still tap down the Berserker. They can give this up to do 2 damage to me. That doesn't really seem worth it, though. Could be wrong. Yeah, that's pretty bad news, but good news for them. Okay, one of our fixing cards. You need to show up for me. Ouch. Okay. We may lose this one after such a great start. Yeah, them blowing up our elixir was problematic, let's say. Yeah, it's doing a good job of not making us dead, that's for sure. Okay, that's not good. So, I think we have to tap down the Berserker again this time. They're counting how much snow mana I have. The answer is a lot. I'm guessing they just kill, like, my cavalry here. No, they don't. They must have something they can do. Oh, it taps. That's why they're doing it, yeah. Okay. Well, we definitely still use the ability. Then we use our pillar to tap down. I mean, I think it's actually the Berserker this time. Still. Because I can't really block either of them effectively. So yeah, it's the Berserker. Yeah, I really should find one of my black sources soon. If it's a tap land, though, we may be in significant trouble. Oh, thank goodness. Grab that. Oh, I already played a land like an idiot. Well, in the meantime, I can still use this ability. So there's that. Despite my stupidity. Yeah. So, I think that's our main plan here. So I get 2 life, gain 2 life, draw 2 cards, deal 2 to a creature, and get a bear token. I think I like those things. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going to wait to do it. Don't worry. I was just taking a look at what exactly it did. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can still use the Troll's ability once, so there's that. Alright. I kind of feel like tapping down the Trampler is maybe the safe bet here. Definitely the safe bet here. Yeah, so let's do that. Oh. Yeah, I did it too early. Oh, that was just the end of their turn, so that's good. So we may as well crack this. Actually, we may as well wait, huh? Yeah, we're gonna wait. Yeah. Alright, so we can make our troll indestructible here. I mean, there's no way they take any attack I make here, so I don't think I'm gonna go that route, but, you know. Then we're gonna use Blood on the Snow. 2, 3, yeah. Blood on the Snow. Destroy all creatures. Pay with 6 snow. Troll survives. Get back Lindworm. Well, I feel better now after some stress. Still have our path ready to reload for us. You think they have their own Blood on the Snow? That would be funny. They could kill our troll here. Yeah, and they can. But that's okay, I think. So I think I am going to use this now just for the cards and the body. I mean, you know, there's something to be said for... holding on to it, but I think drawing cards there is significantly better. Alright, so... we'll foretell that. Haha, their own Lindworm. Alright. So, do I just go aggressive here against this Lindworm? It's not that likely they have a way to kill us. It would take a lot. Unfortunately, it's not quite lethal, but I think we still do it. Good old blood on the snow. I played it a turn later than I should have, but, you know, worked out okay. Blood on the snow get back Lindworm is kind of absurd. Okay. This is an awkward hand. If we're up against an aggro deck, we're going to get run over, but that's so true of many of our hands. I think we can keep it thanks to our Ring and Glittering Frost, and we have, you know, the Pillar and Bounding Gold to help us stabilize if our opponent does have a fast start. That'll help, too. Gives us something to do on turn 2. It's probably just what I'm going to do now. Let's foretell our Packmate. So we are up against a more aggressive deck here, which may not bode well. We'll see. We do have the Elixir. We have lots of cards that can get us back from far behind, and I think those will help, but yeah. Okay, so... yeah, I think we play Packmate here. We need the body. Ooh. Do I actually want to bind the Fearless Liberator here? Because if, say, they have removal... nah, I think we hold on to it for now. If they have their own bind here, it's going to hurt. It's not a bind, luckily. They're also not going to be attacking us this turn, which I think is a small victory for us. Okay, snow permanents, huh? We've only got one right now. What's that about? Granted, it lets us kill their Liberators, so... we can actually get up to 3 with 1 card with Glittering Frost, so... that's nice. Trying to decide what I want to play here. I think I need to play... I think I'm going to play Glittering Frost. Not like that, though. Well, I guess that lets me leave up Frostbite. Yeah, so I'll play Glittering Frost. So it does, but so does playing Glittering Frost on my Forest. It still lets me leave up Frostbite, so let's play Glittering Frost on this Forest. And we can Frostbite and bind the monster here, and that might just be what we want to do. Is yeah, I think that is. I think we tap this. Oh, no, we can't do both. Just kidding. We can only do one or the other. Yeah, let's go ahead and bind the Kinseekers here. And end our turn. Right, so there's probably a run amok here. Maybe leaving up Frostbite was worth it just because of that. I think we're just gonna take this. Sadly. Okay. So... if I play Replicating Ring... nah. We probably just want to play the Pillar. Which we can activate and use Frostbite with. This time I'm right. Because we can tap... yeah, we get 2 snow mana. We can make one of them red. So, yeah. Alright, so... the only awkward thing is I can't do them both in response to Run Amok, but I can kill something. They can't use Run Amok unless their creature is attacking. So, yeah, I think we just do this. Add red. Use this to tap down the Liberator. And then, yeah, use Frostbite to kill, say, the Vault Robber. Alright, so we are going to block this time. Get that Run Amok out of their hand. Oh, it's just a Frostbite. That's a lot less bad than a Run Amok. I can live with that. Okay, so let's get our elixir down. And then also our replicating ring. Yeah. And I have a feeling we should be able to stabilize from here, but we're gonna see. Okay, well that's obnoxious. We do still tap this because we can't let them make more creatures, so, you know. So, yeah, we're gonna bound in gold something. I guess the Liberator. We can't afford, you know, if they go wide on us, we're not going to be able to stop them. Right now, I can sort of negate the damage from that dwarf and tap down the Berserker, but we're going to need to find some real cards real soon. Uh-oh, is this like a Goldspan Dragon? No. That's not good either, though. We don't really want them reloading their hand when we're not doing that, you know. Oof. Okay. This is kind of the downside of the deck. I mean, we're running like 3 Glittering Frosts, which are like horrible top decks right now, for example. So yeah. Basically, I think what we need to do is draw... well, now I'd say it's definitely what we need to do is draw Blood in the Snow. Okay, well, does that keep us alive? Yes, it should. It should keep us alive. Our Pillar and Elixir are trying to help us find Blood in the Snow. That is our only out. So, okay. So, we're going to tap down the really big guy here. Let the others attack us. Put the mists on Breakneck Berserker. Go to 6. We're just spinning wheels here, but the more we draw cards, the better. Oh my god. Blood on the Snow is now literally our only out, and yeah, we didn't draw it. These guys have trample. That means I'm dead. I do go to 8, but I'm pretty sure I'm still dead. We're 1-0 right now, VoIP, Mailbot. We had a pretty great first game. First game, but then we ran into a more aggressive deck, and I think, you know, that's always the concern here. Oh, I can actually go to 1 here. Come on, Blood on the Snow. Blood on the Snow. Blood on the Snow. Blood on the Snow. Oh, okay. Trading with the 2-1 there. That was probably the right move. You're probably right. Definitely the right move, actually. Obviously wouldn't have mattered in the end, but given that our only out was Blood on the Snow, didn't really matter how we blocked as long as we stayed alive. But if one was trying to play completely optimally, that is the way to do it. Right, I think this is a pretty good hand. Yeah, I've liked Kaldheim mostly. I've had my struggles in it. And it'll be interesting to see, like, right now I kind of like that there are basically 2 kinds of decks, like the wacky snow ones like this one, and then the aggro decks. And they can kind of keep each other in check to some extent. You know, they're not... Neither has, like, a terrible matchup, but with one, you know, there are optimal draws and things like that that certainly matter. They can beat each other, but the fast deck has to just get a fast draw, and for a control deck, you know, they have to hope they don't get that, and or that they can, you know, stave off early aggression. All right, so let's foretell our Cosmos Charger here. Yeah, black doesn't feel great, that's for sure. So the question here is, do I just want to leave up Cosmos Charger mana? I think that seems fine. It'll potentially give us a way to kill a creature here, so... Yeah, so I think we'd rather kill Pilfering Hawk. We'll see if they let us. Yeah, so if that worked, then I'm pretty happy with that. Even if they Frostbite or something here. What's with all the elixirs? We have one of those too in our hand. Okay, so let's attack with our Charger. Play our own elixir. We need to get our Masked Vandal going. Oh my god. Now we really need to. I don't even know which of those I'm going to blow up now. They're both such problems. I actually think it has to be the Chariot. Should we get there. Crazy as that seems. So we can block and kill the Chariot at least, but that's assuming things don't go wrong for us somehow, one way or another here. It's probably not going to attack us, which I'm cool with. Yeah, that works for me. We're going to get to draw a card here. That's good news. Off of our elixir, that is. You know. Okay. So, we're going to bind the Mistwalker here so we can keep them from drawing cards. Also, only taking 1 damage from Mistwalker feels pretty great. I hope they don't have Frostbite here. Do they have enough snow? They don't have enough snow. They only have 2. They have to have something, though. I guess maybe they're going to crew the chariot. Or maybe not. Ooh, actually, we don't get to draw a card because we take that 1 damage. That's funny. Okay. So... attack with our charger. Then we play Horizon Seeker and leave up our 2 snow mana. So, you know, there's going to be a silver lining when they kill one of our creatures. Ooh. That's not good. So yeah, I think what I'm going to have to do here most likely is block with my Horizon Seeker just so that I can kill the chariot. I kind of feel like that's what we have to do here. Yeah, that's where we're going to go. Because we can't handle 2 turns of that thing attacking however it wants. Ooh. Well. I think we should probably still blow up the chariot because things are about to get out of hand for us. Yeah. But, you know. Yeah. It's going to be too slow, waking the trolls. We'll do it, hopefully, next turn. So yeah, we definitely go for the chariot. And we're going to draw a card this turn. So I think we kind of just let that happen. And not attack or anything. Although, yeah, no, we're not going to attack. I actually put that on probably the wrong land. Definitely the wrong land. I should have put it on a land that isn't already snow, but I guess I can live with it. Oh man, the double Bergstriders. That's not where you want to be. Alright, we're going to block one of you and take a bunch of damage. Ugh. Yeah, I really screwed up where I played that. Yeah, the problem we have right here is we just don't have the mana or the time to, like, waking the trolls, but maybe we do. I think maybe it's our best out at this point. Yeah, I mean, it is. If I played the Frost first... Yeah, I guess I might as well, huh? No. That's not enough mana. So we're waking the trolls here. Blow up their Highland Forest. Does mean we don't have snow mana up for our troll, but we just have to endure long enough. This deck could have used some Bergstriders, that's for sure. Thank you for the follow. Boom goes Dynamite. And Doc Roughness. And Kanoda. Oh boy. I don't think we're going to be able to come back from this. Unfortunately. I mean, this deck, it's strong when it goes the way we want it to, you know? But, yeah, that's like one of our main flaws of our deck, though, is we keep drawing these Glittering Frosts. So we go up to 6. We can play another blocker. That's not going to be enough, though. That said, can try, I guess. Yeah, I've lost to that Chariot. I think that's probably the card I've lost to the most in this format. And it's probably because I underrated it in my set review. I think I gave it a B. It's probably like an A-. You know, it turns out that crewing being expensive doesn't matter enough, basically. So, yeah, that kills us. We would have had to make it to next turn. Yeah, if we had the one more turn, we would have stabilized. But, you know, we didn't. So, so we didn't. This seems to happen to me most of the time when I draft what looks like a really great snow deck. My record with snow is not impressive. Okay, I think we can get away with keeping this one. This is looking pretty nice, I think. I think we would have had 4 trolls, actually. Oh yeah, we've got a pretty nice hand here. Maybe our best one of the day. Don't play a 1-drop. Okay, it's just one of those. I guess I can live with that. We haven't gotten one of these in our opening hand, and doing so is going to feel pretty good here. So the question is whether I'd rather just pack mate, but if I pat to the World Tree, I can search up a mountain. And Frostbite's probably going to be pretty good, so I think for now that's what we're going to do. Yeah, get a snow mountain. We do need one more snow permanent, I guess, to do the 3. So we won't quite be there next turn, but... Ooh, the Colossal Plow deck. Yeah, there's a good chance they're going to crew that next turn, and it's going to... That's not that good of a chance, actually. Maybe I just Frostbite the Sentinel here and foretell my pack mate. It seems reasonable. I kind of wanted to use it on Finn, but... And I can if I play Glittering Frost, but... Yeah, you know... I think we just foretell the pack mate here and leave up Frostbite. Yeah. Yeah, let's go ahead and kill the Sentinel here. I just see things going a little too wrong if I let them have the Sentinel. Makes it easier for them to crew, gives them more mana. Just doesn't seem worth it there. We're poisoned. Alright, so... I guess, I mean, even though playing the Alpine Meadow untapped is tempting, I think probably playing a land, Glittering Frost, and then playing Packmate is probably the better plan. So if they kill our pack mate, we'll be able to blow up their plow at some point, if nothing else. Could definitely be a struggle for Skemfar in their hand, which lines up pretty well for them right now. Okay. I think for now we just take this. Yeah, that 3/6 is no joke. That is for sure. Means they can crew their plow now, but am I that worried about that? So we'll be able to use our path soon, so that's good. Their hand's empty. That's also good. I don't know. Yeah, we'd rather just play the cavalry. Okay, so yeah, yeah. So I think we block here and here. You can use our Vandal to blow up the plow. Huh. Well, now we can just sort of do nothing indefinitely. Yeah. Well, not completely indefinitely. But yeah, so we'll play our Masked Vandal here. And get rid of our cavalry. Soon, I mean, we could do path this turn. It just wasn't the right time to do it just yet. I'd rather play the pillar here. And now I think we'll probably stabilize. Like, we ought to be able to do it. I would think. Path to the World Tree does make it really painful to play an X2. You're just like, oh, God. You're just like, what am I supposed to do here? Oh, I screwed that up. I'm so good at Magic. Yeah, we'll take 3, sure. I meant to do that. Oh, okay. So we're going to crack this path. We do need to leave Snow Mana up. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Ah, we can't. Oh, we can if I play a land. Oh yeah, we also have the ring. Good call. Target an opponent. I can do it at instant speed, but I kind of think drawing now seems valuable-ish. Okay, so, yeah. We will end our turn. This time we'll actually tap down God's Hall Guardian. Wow, so we're going to be able to kill that with Path? Which of those do I want to kill more with our Path? So, do we have double black right now? No. So I could do it at instant speed to really get a blowout. And I guess I'll leave it up to do that. It just seems unlikely they're gonna let it happen that way, but yeah. Pack one, pick one. What was pack one, pick one? It sort of left my brain what it is. Oops. Tap down the Guardian. See if they attack us. They might, just to search up a land, I guess. Oh yeah, it was the Foretell horse, which is not that exciting. So, I guess we'd rather kill Horizon Seeker here. We're actually going to kill them both in the long run, so it might not matter, but... Okay, so Boreal Outrider can start doing some things here. Alright, so I think we attack with both our creatures. Play our Boreal Outrider. I don't think we're in a huge hurry here, so I think we hold on to our Vandal. We could have played it as a 2/4 and all that, but hardly seems worth it. I don't love Mists of Lityara, but our deck was short on early spells, and we needed to be able to, like, not die to aggro decks, which so far hasn't gone so well. So, you know, not a big fan, but I think it made sense in this particular deck. Okay, well, I guess we're just going to keep attacking them. And tapping down their one Godfall Guardian. Seems like that makes sense, right? We have so much mana. This deck does have a lot of it. Yeah, so I think we just end our turn there. I guess... No, it's not quite lethal if I play the Vandal. Even if it is a 2/4. Oh man, they're going to gain some life. Who told them they could gain life? Right, well, they are out of gas now. Okay. I was like, this is going to go on for a while, but I will ultimately win, I think. Barring something amazing. So far, we're 2-0 against non-aggro decks and 0-2 against aggro decks. You know, so... yeah, that's how things go. Sometimes. It's definitely a keep thanks to our path, but it might be a little sketchy. I don't think so. It'll probably work out fine. We don't have any, like, real cards. Yeah, here's an aggro deck. You know, something to be said for playing the Vandal here. Something to be said for it. However... maybe it is just what we want to do. I mean, we're going to be spending the next several turns doing mana things, so getting a body out there that at least makes our opponent use up some resources doesn't seem like the worst plan. Because these cards, other than Bound in Gold, these cards are like blank, largely. And that's, you know, just how it is. So let's path to the World Tree here. So we've already got red and green. We don't have blue. I mean, the thing is we have Glittering Frost and Replicating Ring. So it probably doesn't matter what we get. I guess I'm going to get black because I know I need double black at some point. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to block you. Hope there's not a run amok in our future. Yeah, well, now, yeah. I mean, the problem with, you know, we knew they would have equipment, but the problem was our hand had no other creatures in it. Hey! So we could trade one Masked Vandal for another one. So that's cool. Getting Path down now means that I can use Path later, you know? Okay, so let us... Wow. I effed that up. I mean, we couldn't do anything with the mana anyway on the bright side, but I did F that up significantly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm liking that we haven't taken 1,000,000 damage. That side of things is good. I am just going to block here since I can, rather than trade. I mean, at some point we'll probably trade our Vandal, of course, but I don't think we're quite there yet. Okay, so let's play a Ring. Do I want to bind in gold something here? Or do I just keep the status quo? Next turn we'll be able to path, right? Because we have blue, red, black, white, and the other one. Blue. Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, Bound in Gold does help us stay alive, but we're also, honestly, not under, like, a crazy amount of pressure at this point, but it could still be worth it here. It forces them to move their crown, too, which is not irrelevant. So I think we do go ahead and just stick this on the pup. Making them move the crown is a pretty real cost because of how much mana. It takes 3/4 of their mana, so... Or, you know, 3/5. Or, never mind, 2/5. What do I know? Alright, so we are going to block now. Well, there's blood on the snow. I kind of feel like we can slow roll it here. And I probably will. You know, right now we don't get back anything that good. So yeah, I'm not super keen on that plan. So I could use Path to kill the cavalry, but yeah. So I think we just play Vandal number 2. Blow up the crown. And we end our turn for now. Come on, Vandals. Well, that's annoying. We're getting into the neighborhood where we might just have to Blood on the Snow. But not getting anything back with it is kind of brutal. Ooh, that'll help. Do we just go ahead and path this here to draw some cards? I'm not going to be able to... Like, if I let them have that, they can give something haste, for example. So, yeah, I think we just go ahead and crack the path here. Kill their cavalry. Draw some cards in their turn. Cosmos Charger can deal with this problem. Good lord. Well, is it Blood on the Snow time? Are we there now? When their board looks like this? So we can get back our Masked Vandal, so we're not going to come away empty-handed. But I think we have to use Blood on the Snow now. You know, we don't get to use it the really exciting way, but I think we'll survive. I guess I may as well send in my bear. Yeah, 2 free damage. Look out. Okay. So yeah, Blood on the Snow it is. Woo! Almost clicked on the wrong option. Look out. And actually, we can still play our troll, which is pretty sweet. Well, I'd say we're in pretty good shape now, overall. Seems highly unlikely they block here, right? I mean... Do I want to pump my troll? Yeah, I think we probably do once. Wait. There we go, yeah. So the total is more expensive here if I foretell it, so there's not really a reason for me to do it. I'm just going to flash it in. Because, yeah, you pay a total of 5 instead of 4, so... Alright! We beat an aggro deck! I mean, you know, if we draw Blood on the Snow against them and can survive to the relatively late game, I think we win against those decks, but the other two we ran up against weren't interested in, you know, giving us room to breathe, you know? All right, another path hand. We've gotten several of them of late, and I think this one's another keeper. I mean, you know, these hands are slow. We at least have a bind the monster against something really scary, but, you know. Good morning, Adept. Okay, so, yeah. We path to the World Tree here. I think I'm going to go with black again. So our opponent didn't let's play a spell anyway on turn 1 or 2, and that's good. They did foretell something, but that is pretty good news for us in the long run. I'm not planning on doing a Time Spiral remastered video. I pretty much only play on Arena these days, so yeah, that is why. Okay. Well, just missing that doesn't really seem like it's getting it done to me. I think we probably just let it hit us this turn either way, and we put Frost on our island. Thank you for the resub, Hebron. And yeah, we're actually 3 and 2 is right. Yeah, we're 3 and 2. That is correct. For some reason I was thinking it was something different. So we could bind and elixir this turn. Let's hope they don't play anything too scary. What? How many Cosmos elixirs have I seen today exactly? All of them? I don't think... Have we won when our opponent played one yet? Not sure we have. I think we just play our own elixir here. Although ours isn't going to be drawing us cards anytime soon because they can keep hitting us. And yeah, we have no way to really pressure them, and that's the real problem against the elixir. Our deck is way worse against it. You know, they're good against... The elixir's good against aggro decks, but it's great against a deck like ours where we're just like... You know, we're not doing anything. So maybe we just play elixir and bind. I think that's probably what we want to do here. So they're going to start drawing cards. I really need to find a Masked Vandal and another creature to get into our graveyard. So I'm a little worried about our ability to combat the elixir here. The only good news is we may be able to keep up with them a little bit because we're going to not take any more damage at some point. But we can't keep up with them right now. That's for sure. Well, I can frostbite that, so that doesn't hurt my feelings too much. This is still the first draft deck, yes. That would be correct. Ugh. So we're going to start drawing cards soon, too, on the bright side. Yeah, I mean, the deck ended up being better. We have seen its downsides show up, how slow it is, the fact that we run several cards that, like, don't do anything. That's why we've lost the 2 games we lost, pretty much, is because of those cards. But we've also seen its strengths. Running up against a bunch of Cosmos elixirs is not really where we want to be. But, you know, we've blown up a couple of them. This one, we don't have a way to do it. We can path at some point, which will help us draw cards and gain us life. But yeah, we're both going to start drawing an extra card every turn, so at least we're going to make it to parity here in terms of card advantage anyway. Well, as say as they draw another card. Yep, they draw a card. So I think we just end our turn. I mean, you know, maybe there's something to be said for attacking, actually. We can tap down their only attacker, and I can stop them from drawing cards. Yeah, I think we attack. They may have Frostbite or some other thing, but kind of okay with that. Ooh, well, okay. We can mist that to keep our creature alive, so there's that. We can also just crack our path. That's probably what we're going to do instead, actually. Oh. Yeah. So we're not going to get in for the damage, but we can still crack our path to kill that and get our creature back. And I think I want to do it now in a world of tricks and whatnot. If I kill it before the trigger, I still don't get my creature back. Wait, I think we talked about that before. I would act... The rules have changed, and I think I do actually get my creature back, so that definitely would have been better. Because then I would have still gotten in for the damage. But yeah. Alright, we might be able to get there now. We're now the ones ahead on drawing cards. We have an Icebind Pillar in play. But yeah, I think we would have dropped them. We'd have done 3 to them there, so that would have been kind of nice, I guess. We'll probably lose this game by that 3 damage now. Alright, so tap this guy down. Hey, Masked Vandal. We still have something to sacrifice, but, you know, we have a thing we can do now to the elixir. So I think I attack with my Seeker here. I can use Mists of Lityara if I need to. Yeah, I guess attacking with both may have been worthwhile. That is not a bad plan. Letting my Horizon Seeker die here, also not the worst plan. I don't think we're going to do it, but yeah. I think we do this instead. Then we play our Outrider. We can actually use this, so we might as well. Yeah. Grab an island. Play Outrider. And end our turn. Yep. Yep, I should have attacked with both and kept them from drawing that card this turn. A flyer? Flyers aren't very fair. Like, you can't even, like, block them. You know, like, what's that about? Okay, so we're going to tap down the Guardian here. Kind of thinking about attacking with both of these, but if I have, and I will have to start tapping this down, I kind of need the blockers. So, yeah. Play our Glittering Frost here. Yeah, so I think we just have to end our turn. That's true. That's a good point. One hit from the Guardian and I can still... Yeah. They do gain life off of the Valkyrie, but the Valkyrie would at least be gone, and then we can blow up the elixir. Yeah. Seems worth it. I have a feeling they're just going to take it, but I think we're okay with that outcome too. Okay, so Iron Verdict on the Outrider. That does still mean we can use our Vandal, so there's that. So they're going to gain enough life if they just take it now that their Valkyrie will get them back up above, and they'll get to, yeah, they'll get to draw. But not if we use our Masked Vandal. So, and we're not going to let them gain the life anyway, so Vandal it is. Blow up Elixir. I think it's better to blow that up because we can just tap down whatever creature the pillar, whichever creature gets lifelink. So yeah, and I guess we may as well do this. And end our turn. And draw another card. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They may have enough lands that we're not going to get them as much as we'd like with our Waking the Trolls. 3, 4, 5. They have 8, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have one more. We're going to play a 10th one on our turn, though. Blow one of theirs up. Yeah, I mean, I think the whole exchange will be worth it. And hopefully will get us there. So yeah, we definitely tap down Valkyrie. Hits harder, gains them life. I don't really want to deal with that. Then we just take 3 from that. All right. So yeah, now we definitely cast Waking the Trolls. Could we use a Plains? I mean, sure. Why not? You know, let's hit an untapped Plains here. Wonder if they have Invoke the Divine or whatever to blow this up. If they do, that's the downside about this saga. I mean, there's a couple. Sometimes it just doesn't do anything, but also Chapter 1 doesn't matter a whole lot. I mean, it helps. The main reason it matters is because it makes Chapter 3 better. But you have to get to Chapter 3, and doing so is not always easy. So I think we still tap down this guy. And yeah, we take 4. It means we won't draw an extra card this turn, but I think we'll live. Playing a land there was pretty good for them. And we'll end our turn. So we're going to get 5 trolls right now? That's true. You're not wrong that Chapter 1's not completely wasted, but it's still going to feel pretty terrible to pay 6 for just Chapter 1. But you are correct overall, for sure. Okay. That's fine by me, I think. I think now we just tap down the Guardian. I think I'm pretty willing to trade my Bear token for a Raider. You know, one thing that would be kind of a non-bow right now would be to draw our Blood on the Snow after we get all these tokens. Yeah, so let's put a bear here. See what happens there. Ooh, that's not a non-bow, though. I'll take it. Okay. Attack with both of those. Then we play Ravenous Lindworm. And I guess I may as well boast as usual. Increase our spell density. That's the last land in our deck, so. I think we still really want to be tapping down the Valkyrie. We just can't afford to let them gain life at this point. We'd rather... It's going to be an easier race if we don't let them gain life, in other words. So all 11 cards left in our deck. Or maybe almost all. We may have some non-basic lands in there somewhere. So we're just going to take 4. We could double block, but hardly seems worth it. We have to be a little careful, but we still have 11 cards, which is plenty. Oh, no! Oh, they got the board sweeper. Okay, well, who will rebuild first? Well, it looks like us. So our main win condition now is Blood on the Snow, I think, but we may also just be able to get far enough ahead that it will be okay. Yeah, pass the end of turn, gain some life. We are a little more in danger of decking now. You know, just a minute ago I said we weren't, but that was when we had an imposing board presence, you know, not one Sorulf's Packmate. Alright, so I think we cracked this. I mean, you know, making them play something first so I could do damage to it would be nice, but I think we just go for it. Draw the cards, drop them to 16, get another Masked Vandal. It's not too bad. We are down to 6 cards now, and this is not a May Clause, so we're kind of racing against ourselves. But I believe we can race against ourselves effectively. Although removal, like Iron Verdict or something like that, to kill our Packmate would make our lives a little more difficult in terms of decking ourselves. Yeah, it's not good. Wow, Ace of Souls, thanks for all the gift subs. Alright, then we play our Masked Vandal. Yeah, I'm definitely blowing up the pick, don't worry. So, guess we'll go with Horizon Seeker. Because we have Blood on the Snow, we want to try to keep something in our graveyard, you know? Do we have an Ice-Hide Troll in our deck still? I think we do, and that is, like, a pretty reasonable potential win condition. So they're trying to wait us out here. So, luckily, we have Bounding Gold. We also do Cosmos Charger, which will really improve our clock. Alright, so yeah, we're just gonna send the Cosmos Charger out there. Okay, so yeah, we go Bounding Gold on Story Seeker. So yeah, the clock is getting a little sketchy here in terms of cards in our deck and the like. So they can't have any more removal, I don't think. I mean, for us to win. If they do have more, I think our clock will fail. So we have what? We have this turn and then next turn? Yeah. Okay, another creature isn't too bad. Wish this was a May clause, but it would probably be too good if it were. Should I just let them hit us? I don't think so. The games have been fun. We have a pretty sweet snow deck. It looks like we may go 3 and 3 with it in the end. There's our Eyeside Troll. Okay, getting Eyeside Troll gives us a very real chance. Oh yeah, it is already bound. Good call. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. So we have to win next turn. And we can. If our opponent doesn't have something spicy, you know? We'll go down to 1 card here. And we just have to punch through 2 damage. So the extra cards, obviously, have helped us get to where we might be able to win. So, following a Doomscar, so there's that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what they could have here. Ooh. Yeah, that could be a problem. I don't think it will be, though. Yeah, I mean, we can just tap down both blockers, so... Okay, we don't need to tap down all 3, so... Blood on the Snow. Yeah, we should cast it here. I wonder if they have... What could they have here that could save them? Nothing. They're just messing around. Fair enough. Thank you, Cosmos Elixir. You almost killed us. But you got us to where we needed to be in the end. We don't actually have any fixing in this hand, but I think we're probably okay. You know, we've had pretty great mana this whole time, more or less. So, aside from that one game where we couldn't hit double black for a blood on the Snow, but, you know, that was kind of... It's to be expected to have some mana problems early with these decks. But then all you need to do is draw, like, 1 card, and... You know, we have several cards we can draw that will just fix our mana problems entirely, more or less. So, yeah, I'm tired of playing against elixirs, that's for sure, Dan Bat. So, hopefully that was the last one. Hey, see, look at that. Our mana just gave us 2 of our other colors. And there's a Glittering Frost. So, you know, we're in good shape now. No reason to play the Vandal early. Our deck isn't going to win with early aggression, so I only ever play it early without getting any value out of it if I really... If it lines up well against an opponent's early creatures. I mean, Ikoria had 5 color drafts, pretty much, as I recall. I think we want to play the creature out here a little more than we want to ramp. Next turn, we may, like, bind and Glittering Frost so that we can set up a Lindworm. We'll see. Kind of depends. The Seeker also helps us find the rest of our mana, so... Yeah, this format does have some of the best mana, like, ever, so... Yeah, so we'll take 3. So, seems like a block there would have been... a little... aggressive. Okay, might just be Pillar time now. I guess we can Glittering Frost and Pillar. Yeah. No, we can't. We have to play the Pillar. So, yeah. So I think we just play the Pillar here. And, yeah. Try to not die. And get to the late game. Lindworm will do a really good job of helping us make that happen. Till we can draw, like, our troll card and stuff like that. Okay, so... see you later, Horizon Seeker. We're going to tap down the Hulk, obviously enough. So now might be a time when we kind of want to play Masked Vandal just for the body. But probably not. It's not like it does anything but chump block. Mists is not bad here. So I think we play Glittering Frost here. Let's stick it on this island. So I'll be able to Mist the Draugr and tap down the Craven Hulk with this mana, and then next turn we can play our Lindworm. Yeah. So just stick that Mist there. Anytime we can take 0 damage with this deck, we feel like we've won. Ooh. Well, the only good news about that is I don't have any creatures that he's going to force to attack. The bad news is that ability just, like, sticks around, you know. But yeah, so I think we play our Lindworm. Gets us back up to 18. End our turn. So we tap down the Hulk. I mean, the Doomscourge is the better card, obviously. And sometimes I see people make that mistake. They're like, oh man, this card's so good, I better tap it. But tapping it... oh, that's not good. Tapping it normally, like in this situation, is better to... not tapping it is better because it's a worse attacker. Yeah. Them killing that may not bode well for us. We still have plenty of time to figure something out here, but... you know. Look out for that Grim Draugr. Do I just have to bind the monster Cardor? The problem is his static ability is not good. If we get to low enough life, his static ability can kill us all on its own. But I do kind of think we need to bind him. And I think that in this case, we're looking at things from both sides. The Hulk is a worse blocker. So I think we probably put it on Cardor, even though the Hulk is the better attacker. So, yeah. Let's bind the monster. Drops us to 10, which I don't love. We need to find our elixir is what we need to do. That's what we really need to do. This way, though, we're not going to take any damage on their turn, most likely. Barring something crazy happening. Okay, well, it's not an elixir, but I can live with it. Guess we'll go with the swamp. We don't have very many of them in our deck, so I've been taking the swamp a lot. We can crack this next turn. I guess if I hadn't played a land there first, we could have cracked it this turn, but I think we're okay-ish. Oh, no. Blood on the Snow can kill him, but that is pretty unbeatable. I've had so many runs ended by, like, insane cards like that. I would definitely go with Planeswalkers if I draw Blood on the Snow. Like, there's no way that's not what I would do. Oh, I screwed that up because I'm so distracted by Tybalt. Yeah, well. Yeah. That was bad of me, for sure. So... yeah. The problem is they keep this emblem forever, so even if even if I do kill it, like draw Blood on the Snow and kill Tybalt, it might be a little too late. Now, they don't have any snow mana right now, but I'm sure they have a little bit with 2 Grim Draugrs in their deck. Alright. Well, I may actually be able to get a hit in on Tybalt here. If I do this. Yeah. I've lost to Kaya a lot, too, in my last game of a draft. Ooh. Interesting. Okay, so... yeah, I think we definitely attack Tybalt here. They have to block 1. Granted, it's with the Grim Draugr, who's Mists of Lit Yared, so it's not exactly a big loss for them. Ah, that makes sense. That makes a lot more sense as to why they'd just be willing to do that. I was hoping it was a mistake and not, you know, rational. But it looks like it was. Waking the Trolls is going to be too slow. So yeah, we're basically all in, as we've been on mini games, on drawing Blood on the Snow. We do have the Packmate to draw us a second card this next turn. I don't hate that. Yeah, so... if we block here, we take 4, and then Cardor drains us for 1. I think we kind of have to go with that. Yeah, we're dead. Rough. This deck was a lot of fun, but it's very reflective of my typical snow deck in this format, where it's pretty sweet, and I get a winning record, but not like a great winning record. Like, we were 4-3 in the end. They are really complicated, and I did make several mistakes, but I don't think very many of the ones I made actually affected our win percentage today, but, you know, still shouldn't have made them.